Take your stupid Ricky thing and get out of my house. Oh, hey. Hello, Greebos, and welcome back to downloadable content. It must be Monday, and more importantly, it must be the proper Monday, because it is Mod Showcase Monday, returning to you with 10 awesome mods for Blade and Sorcery U11 Beta Update 2. So strap up. You are going to love these ones. Some of them are all over the place. They're on Nexus, they're in random Discords, but don't worry, I have marked everything in the description down below. Sit back, relax, and let's have some fun. Are you goobers missing your outer rim? I know, I get it, I feel your pain. And to help ease that pain, I have the first mod on today's list. It's the Star Wars lightsaber, including the Darksaber by Pipop 101. These ones have been showcased before. They're lightsabers, and I'm pretty sure that this is gonna scratch that itch. Let's go into the book over here. Ah, yes, the book. So we'll just select the exotics category. I'm going to see a couple of different lightsabers. We have our nice little dark saber right here. Make sure you also download the requirements like item activation, otherwise they will not work, but you just turn them on like you expect. Spell use button on, off. There's also Obi-Wan's, nice and blue. The Dark Lord's red lightsaber. And finally, the man from the 70s, Luke Skywalker's blade. But of course, we have to know how these things kill, right? So let's start off with Luke. Hey, Ricky, turn around. Ugh. Oof, get a nice stab. This one makes weird sounds, though. It's odd. Like, I don't know why it makes those weird... Look at that. Listen. Why are you making that sound? Check out the damagers on this guy. Gah! That's a cool one. Let's move on. Let's go dark side. Vader. Swing, swing, swing. Come on. If you don't swing, it's going to end real badly for you. Yeah. The funny thing is, they make really weird noises. I don't know why they make these weird noises. That's something for Pie Pop to look into right now. Your noises are weird, but the damagers are cool. Stop making noise, Vader! Now let's move on to both of their masters. Obi-Wan. Can I just do this Obi-Wan lightsaber attack? Obi-Wan lightsaber attack! Stop making noise! Shut up! Ah, Sarisu! Yeah. It's just always great using lightsabers in Blade and Sorcery. And while you're waiting for the outer rim, this is definitely a good one in between while you wait. And then last but not least, the Darksaber. Ooh, this one sounds and looks cool. They have that looping sound problem though. All of them do. Sucks for your leg though. Oh yes, love the Darksaber. So fun to use. Moving right along is a fun mod. It helps for exploring the whole world of Blade and Sorcery as long as there's some water in there. It's Swimming by Rune Oracle. This one is pretty straightforward. It uses your top triggers as you go ahead and swim, and you can swim naturally. It checks like the velocity of the player while moving your arms. You, I think, are absolutely gonna love this one. Whew, it is hot out. I can really go for a nice dip in the water. Just make a nice run, jump. How many points do I get for this dive? Splash. So now that I've made a nice splash in this wonderful ocean, here's how you swim. You don't just move your hands because that would be too simple. You grab and move like this, almost like you're climbing, but not with the grip. You use the trigger. So, pretend like you're swimming. Your feet don't move, but I feel like this is as close as we can get right now. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something else with this one in the main version of the game, but this is very cool. It works exactly kind of like how I want it to work. I could swim down, I could swim to the sideways, swim up. It's all there for you to do. Like I said, it checks velocity, so you can even do this. I could push myself up. But, if you're really going like, you can like lunatic swim really fast and get yourself up out of the water. This is great. It's quality of life, and I thoroughly enjoy it, especially in the maps that support the new water. Up next, we have an unreleased beta mod. It's called Merged Spells by Neeshka. You could currently find it in their Discord linked down below in the description, but this enables you to take the fire merge and the lightning merge and cast them in one hand respectively. When looking at the spell wheel, you're going to have spells that look almost exactly the same, like the fire and lightning. So you're going to have 2 versions of each. And if you have other mods, you know, you may have 3 of them. But just know that they're going to look exactly the same. So this is the standard lightning, right? Standard lightning, I'm cool. And when you merge standard lightning, this is what it does. Whoa, excellent. But Neeshka has a way that you can do both with one. So let's select just this one right here. And wherever your palm is facing, that's my palm right there, I'll hold the trigger, and with one arm, yeah, I can do the merge with one arm. Sometimes it's a bit cursed and it doesn't always hit the enemy. I think it's because of the way physics culling works. I don't know, sometimes if they're too far away, it doesn't work. Let's summon him. See how far away he is? One-handed, yeah! See, it's like blowing right through him. It's like checking their physics. So they're not engaged with me, so it just seems like it blows right through them. But I'll try it when I'm closer. Yeah! Come on! There you go. Now he's engaged with me. Get up so I can destroy you. Yeah! There you go. Now their physics work. It's absolutely fun to use. And I believe in using it with 2, you could actually shoot yourself back. Look at this. I'm getting blown backwards. I can even do 1 and 1 to hold myself here. Ah! It's so cool. I just love shooting both of them. It's fantastic. The fun doesn't stop there because I can also cast the one-handed meteor. One-handed meteor! Pretty sweet. I like flying up also and casting with just like this. Boom! Boom! So you can feel like all powerful. It is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't give you merge gravity, unfortunately. I don't know how practical that would be, but it's definitely cool to have the merge with being able to do it with one hand. Yeah! Awesome. Moving on, we have More Blood by Pie Pop. When you mix this one with realistic blood and have more blood turned on, well, the blood god will absolutely adore you. Keep in mind, this will add some, interesting frames to your game, so just a word of caution. Oh, we're gonna need a friend for this one. Spawn a Ricky. Hi, Ricky. We need to show people the more blood if you don't mind. So, let's just get you right on the ground here. Just don't stand up. We don't need you to stand up for a reason. Hey, go! And, okay, there's some blood there, but look at all that blood. More blood. It's self-explanatory, but it's fantastic. So now, when you dismember them, there's going to be extra blood that pops up. Let's go for a foot. Yes, look at all that blood to sacrifice to the blood god. So if you're someone that wants more blood in your Blade Sorcery, this is the way to go. It's fantastic. Like I said, though, it takes a tiny bit on your performance just because, it's adding like volumetric blood. So just keep that in mind. It's constantly painting decals. But if you have the rig to use it, then I would absolutely suggest more blood for the blood god. Up next is something that people keep asking me about, and it is Sectory, a working version for the U11 2.0 beta. Currently, you can get this one in Sectix Discord linked down below, so make sure you get the correct one. This one, people actually die for the most part. It's Sectory, so there's still some weirdo things, but it's Sectory. I'm sure you all have used Sectory before, but now it's going to be in your book here under Sectory. So you can change a lot of the things on the fly, and it's all completely working now. So if I want to say, I want to turn up their health, their damage faking chances, their difficulty, it's all there. And I should probably say it doesn't all 100% work, because I feel like there's been times I put them on 5,000 health and one stab kills them. But just know, Sectory is here, and you can change things on the fly. You could turn their injury on and off. What I like to do is leave the injury system on, but turn off neck breaking and neck snap and stamina currently, because sometimes they can spawn in and instantly snap their necks. And if they're still doing that, that's what you want to turn off. But I wanted to show you that it's up, it's working. The NPCs are no longer immortal, so use this updated link. Moving on, we have a working medieval mega pack by Sushin, currently available in Sushin's Discord, also linked down below. You'll be able to download something called the Giga Pack. The Giga Pack includes the Katana Mega Pack, the Medieval Mega Pack, and the Longsword Mega Pack. So just choose one. You could choose all 3 of them. I do not currently recommend running all 3 of them together. Causes an issue for your game to crash, so pick one and get rolling. Now you can also see here that I have the updated working Medieval Mega Pack. There's a lot of things still in here, so if you know the Medieval Mega Pack, you'll know exactly what you're getting into, but this is updated. And like I said before, don't try to mix this one with all 3 together. I think sometimes you can do 2. I would recommend doing 1 at a time right now installed, because you can have some weird things, but almost everything is still here. You know, you have every single category that you're going to want. It's all there, my friends. You can get it. So this is the working version of the Medieval Mega Pack, and I'm going to reiterate it one more time. Do not mix all 3 of them in the Giga Pack, because you will crash your game. Up next, we have Sephiroth Sword by Y. This one is dope. It's the big, I think it's called the Masaume or Masamune. Don't yell at me! But it's an awesome sword. You can imbue it. It has its own custom trail, so it looks fantastic. And if you're smart enough, you could add the mods to truly feel like Sephiroth. Oh, look at our big boy Sephiroth right here. Oh, hell yeah. Let's bring this one outside. Excuse me, we're going outside. Look out. Look how absolutely massive it is. And it's still, you could use it in one hand. Like I'm swinging it with one hand without fast weapon handling on or anything. And of course, you could do 2 hands. The only thing is you can't do is you can't slide your hand up realistically. I mean, you can, it'll still do it, but you'll notice like I'm moving. That's because when you use the trigger with this one, because it has a requirement for sword dash, you'll sword dash. Look at that, I'm sword dashing with it. And depending on how much you stab while sword dashing, you can go even further. You will also notice that there's sword trails as well. Depending on how hard you swing, will enable different sword trails. And some of them are purple. I think most of the time it's purple, but look at that. Hey, purple sword slash. It is really cool. The other thing I like is being able to have access to the spell wheel depending on which one you choose. So this one, you don't have access to the spell wheel, like because I chose the other one. So let's go back in the book and grab the other one. There it is, this one, spawn, grab. Here we go. Now I can hold the spell wheel down and I can say, let's get some lightning on here. And I can go ahead and imbue this one myself with fire. How cool is that? And then lightning. Now I have a lightning blade. So on the fly, I now have a new sword, and I have the ability to also do like that slam with the end of the sword. Boom! Boom! It's cool. But let's see how cool it is at slaughtering people. And let's just sword dash into them. Sword dash! I love that. Yeah! Man, this is awesome. I can really see myself doing a super amazing dungeon with this. Dash. And when you merge it with other mods, like I have the wings mod turned on, and also I could cast my one-handed meteor now, you could really feel like Sephiroth, you know? It's very cool. I recommend it. Up next, we have a mod called Meteor Fall by Jenix. This is only currently available in Jenix Discord. You know what to do to get it. But it spawns a meteor from the sky. It looks cool, and I'm going to show you some weirdo things with it. When you go into your spell wheel, depending on what you have installed, you'll have a new fire one. So kind of just take your pick to see which one it is. But this, for me, is my fire one right here. So it looks like the normal fireball. I'm just going to hold it. And wherever I cast it towards, that's where the meteor is going to track. So let's just shoot it all the way about there. And let's just wait. We look into the sky, and there it is, Meteor! And it has some cool effects on it. It does a lot of damage to things. So if we wanted to summon Ricky, oh, get ready, Ricky. Yeah! This fireball is gonna track right there. He's like, damn, I hit the ground. Get ready to suffer. It's coming to destroy you! Now, what I really want to try is being able to stop this thing. So let's get some gravity going, and we're gonna cast the meteor right about at my location. And now we wait. Okay, here it comes. Slow motion. And gravity. I didn't quite stop it, but you can still gravity it. Desperate times, desperate measures. Here we go. One-handed Kamehameha. Ah! No! I almost stopped that. So this is Jenix Meteor. I love it. Make sure you're spawned in a nice area. Whoa! Try not to be inside the player home because you're going to have some cursed things that happen to you. Our penultimate entry on today's list is a mod called Latent or Latent Force, depends on how much of a cretin you are, by Lyneca. This one actually really enables you to use the Force. Like, I'm not kidding. You will absolutely feel like you are force pushing someone. I know I've showed Latent before, but what you need to make sure is that you have no spells selected in your spell wheel. Then you're going to hold down the trigger on whatever hand you want to cast it on. You can do both, but I'm holding down the trigger, and then when I do some force up, down, left, and right, you're going to feel some vibrations, and you also see some like glowing stuff floating around in the air to let you know it's working. So you can go ahead and start juggling with your different Ricky friends over here. Ugh! And you can even just go ahead and normal push them. Depending on how much force you give is how far they're going to go. So a little one, I could be like, boop. It's the little boy one. I could just juggle, 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 toss them. It's definitely fun to use. So you really feel like you have some force powers here. Fantastic. I know I've shown this one before, but make sure you have this one here in your arsenal. Our final entry on today's list is the Dragon Spike Railgun by Y. This gives you 3 versions of this mod because they're all different elements, so don't get too carried away, but it's awesome. It's a gun, it looks like a Nerf blaster, but made for insane adults. Found in the staffs category, you're gonna find a couple of railguns. So let's get these out. That's 1, 2, and then let's get the fire one. Didn't I say these things look like a Nerf gun? I mean, maybe it looks like something from Destiny, but definitely some Nerf. So depending on which element you have, that's what's gonna fire. And it's gonna fire like an absolute rail spike. Check this out. Look at that rail spike. Pew, pew. You can really shoot. This is cool. And you can actually grab the spike out yourself if you just want to have one. Like, I have one now. So here we have one Ricky. Let's go ahead and shoot him with this fire one. Yeah. Boom. Bam. 3 of them killed. Let's move on to our next one. Oh, the gravity one. I can take one of these out also and have a nice little gravity spike. This one shoots a little gravity one, and when it hits something, it blows up. It'd be cool if some of the sound effects were a little bit better, but I guess I get it. And it shoots really fast. Look at that. Pew. Even in slow motion. That is super fast. And it looks really cool also. Just look at that effect hitting that mountainside. And then, of course, the OG, the lightning one. Look at how cool that looks. And shoot. Bam. Boom. And then when you find your Ricky volunteer, you can really kind of give it to him. Bam. Look at that lightning strike. It looks awesome. And of course, you can grab one out yourself if you just want to have one and throw it. Or you could use it as a normal weapon, but be careful. It's very powerful. Well, Greebos, that is our list for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had a good time, and more importantly, I hope you download these mods because they are awesome. Make sure you hit up the description to find out how to download all of them. And by the way, if you're new to downloadable content, why not consider subscribing? It's free. All you have to do is click the little button down below, join up, and I will greatly appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to the patrons listed right here on screen. Thanks for supporting your local lunatic like me so I can continue to make weird VR content. To everyone else, hit that subscribe button, do that YouTube thing, check out all the links in the description. But other than that, I'm Rob from Downloadable Content, and I will see you in the next video.